Wolves are not vicious man-killers. They're also not Disney animals. They're apex predators. They are what they are. And they're not going to change for you. They're just very big, powerful animals. They're the smartest of all canines. They're also the strongest. And you can't forget that. And the thing about wolves is you think you know everything, and you do not. They will teach you something new every single day. They all teach me something, and my relationship with every single one of them is different. I do know every single one of them. I learn each one of their howls. And so I know which one of them is howling. I know often why they're howling. I know the difference between a distress call and a lonely call and a joyful call, just like they know my voice. They know if I'm disciplining them. They know if I'm playing with them. They know if I'm happy. They know if I'm sad. I provide for them. So that's how they kind of look at me, as the provider. And I also discipline them. I also love them hard. And so it is so much like being a parent. It's sort of amazing, actually, in that way. It's like I have 57 4-year-olds. Wolfwood is a state and federally licensed rescue for wolves and wolf dogs. So again, we don't breed them, we don't sell them. It's all strictly rescue. Almost all the animals that come to Wolfwood have been really abused. The first thing we do is we have to physically rehabilitate them. Most of them come to us hurt or sick in some way, and so we have to physically make them better. I have had animals that have come out of meth houses before. So a lot of the behavior that I need to help them overcome, or that I want to heal them from, or that I need to alter, has to do with behavior that is caused by abuse. It's not necessarily behavior that is natural to wolves. Because there's nothing natural about the situation they've been in. They've all been involved with people. We don't go in and grab them out of the wild at all. But every single animal that comes in here has a backstory that is dramatic in some way. I don't want to run a refuge. I don't want there to be hurt and abused animals in the world, because I would love for there not to be a need for what I do. So I didn't come to Colorado at 40 saying, gee, I know, I'm going to start a wolf rescue. It definitely evolved. So it was the hardest thing that I have ever done. Physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, mentally. I lived without running water for 10 years. I've had cancer. I've raised my kids by myself. I went to school full time, worked full time, and it was hard. It was tough. It's a crazy hard work to be out here. It's extremely physical. The wolves don't. It could be 20 below, and you have to come and feed them. It can be raining. It's muddy. You can't get in the gates. You cut yourself. You hit your head. They knock you down. The truck won't start. You have to jump it. It's ridiculously crazy. And if you cannot roll with that, then you're not helpful. And so the people who come up here are hardworking. They're giving. They're compassionate. They're talented, and they roll with it. And Wolfwood is pretty unique in that it truly started out as a grassroots sort of thing, and it's sort of unique in that there's no staff. So there's me and lots of volunteers who love them very much, and that's how we run it. And while I talk about wolf packs being a family, the people who run Wolfwood are a family. But physically, if I did not have a very dedicated group of people, I could not do what I do. While we have set ourselves up as a very unique and very special place where animals come to heal, again, both physically, mentally, emotionally, and I believe spiritually, more than us healing them and caretaking them, they do that for people who come here. I don't think there's anyone who's been here that has not felt profound healing experiences with the animals. Again, either physically or more often soulfully. Trying to describe how wolves affect people is like trying to describe how great music affects people. And they will touch you in places that you've never been touched before. So you have to see it. You have to experience it. And the wolves definitely hit people in their souls. You know, there is a soul connection, one-on-one, that I am privileged enough to see every single day. The profound effect that these animals can have on someone's spirit and on someone's soul and on their physical well-being. And it's my joy to witness that and to be able to facilitate that. And if you had your camera running 24 hours here a day, you would see it over and over and over again. I don't want to run a refuge. I don't want there to be hurt and abused animals in the world, because I would love for there not to be a need for what I do. But here I am.
Perfect.